Yeah, it felt kind of mean, but yeah, I did it. Yokoso and Novel Coleman were here. gonna try that on an enemy. Oh, it's like that one incantation where the lightning strikes them, and you do exactly that. How much this dramatically reduces. I can only walk now. But I can do this though. It looks really cool though. How did the kids say it? Horrifying? Well, let's go fight that death bird, shall we? Don't fall. I actually don't know how to get to that death bird. Like, I mean, sure, there's the map marker there, but, like, from a geography standpoint, I think it's on, like, it'd be easy to go here. What time of day does it have to be to spawn you in, Deathbird? This time of day.
basically it's celery. Oh, really?
Thanks for the follow there,
So,
Rachel.
and then there's blends of spices with an oil.
Or a maxing. Perfect time for that to wear off too. Sacrificial axe, huh? So how you doing, Rachel? 003. How you be? I see you've come to see. Gadget used in the ancient sacrificial rite of death participated as a malevolent deity. The power of the rite yet lingers. A small amount of FP is restored upon slaying a foe. It has pretty good scaling with what I use, but I'm not going to use that. Go fight the Knight's Cavalry. Gonna take out more night-type enemies. Oh, I guess we could also have our rematch with Old Boy. Unless, no, I beat him. I forgot. So no rematch with Old Boy, because Old Boy is dead. Didn't realize that was that far away. Luckily though, you know, it's naturally night, so these night spawning enemies, easy peasy dispatched. I still want to know, why did he get turned into a tree? Like, who is so foul as to do that to the poor thing? Probably two hit. Oh. I was wholly unnecessarily unprepared. For some enemies, does this technique work better? You know, the enemies here are a lot stronger. Who? That's a new one. Well, I mean that boss. The corrupted scions. I feel like fighting in this manner will be really fun against Crucible Knight, or it's like really bad. Somewhere in between there. Me when I get stepped on. Screams like Tom and Jerry. It's Crucible night time. Are you inflicting death upon with every hit? That's neat if you were, or... Okay, that was just for me casting that buff. Don't hit me, please. Dang. You don't believe it's working. Well, first of all, you have an amazing username, Balls Lover. 10 out of 10. And so thank you for gracing us with your presence today. And yeah, you're right. It really feels like it's far from being ideal. So that's why we're gonna use air attacks on him instead. You know, like that. Okay, see, maybe it was working. Oh, holy schmoly. Can you knock that off? Then again, though, yeah, this one leaving a lot to be desired. It was really good against the Death Bird, but this Crucible Knight, not so much. Okay, let's tap in. DBZ. Okay, this time for real. Round 3. Who's it gonna be? Is the sword you're talking about the one that, like, Elmer of the Briar uses, where, like, he uses the force and spins it around? You talking about like that? Is that the sword you're talking about? Okay, I mean, it kind of looks like it, huh? But this is supposed to be, what is it? Giryu is a great sword. It was a boss in this mod, and they do a bunch of spinning around like that, and they have like a Horalu phase where they start wrestling with you and stuff. But yeah, they use this sword for the first phase. Hit. Scythe? Oh, no, he still got me. Kind of like really impressed that I knew what sword you were talking about off rip like that. But I also have an absurd amount of hours in this game. So I guess if I didn't, you were legally allowed to kill me. Stop. Yeah, this is mod. I'm playing a mod. Called the Convergence? Convergence? Whatever. How did you block the wind? I'm gonna get owned. I gotta get serious. You've seen a YouTuber play that? Yeah. It's pretty popular, and for good reason. I wholly have underestimated it, and I'm really seeing the vision now. Let's finish him off with a flashy move. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this I could have used this whole time. Wait, did I get the one that just increases my max HP? I thought I got the one that generates HP over time. Darn it. Oh, I just straight up don't have anything equipped in there right now. That's crazy. But yeah, you're right. Bro really said, I want to see you die. And I almost said, okay. But yeah, effectively this was going to be my alt character. So I was playing with some friends of mine, and it's hard to coordinate schedules, you know, when everyone has a job and is a functioning member of society. So I was like, but I want to play the game, you know, and I got kind of ahead on my character I originally made to play with him. So then I made this character, and I was like, yeah, and then I just have to catch up to where we were at, and that'll probably keep me for a week, because, like, the way that our schedules seem to line up is that today is the only day we can play together, and then it seems like they're doing cool guy stuff, and they're just leaving a smelly girl like me to play games by myself. Which, no shade, it's just like the case, you know, like, they're living lives on 4th of July or whatever, and like, I'm like, I guess I'll play on my own. But yeah, I was just supposed to do stuff. Oops, I aggroed the boss. I was just supposed to finish the Weeping Peninsula, 'cause that's all we did when we were playing together. And here I am doing more than just that. This Breath of Scion looks different. That aiming on that is so bad, man. Can you leave me alone? Air tots. Yeah, they dyed its armpits. They're big fans of Reimu from Toho. Okay, now let's try and finish this off flashy. There we go. Something else in this mod that I don't know if you're familiar with, but you can use there's portals at these minor Erd trees, and you can teleport to other ones. So if you wanted to, you could just like boss rush and just teleport to a billion of them. Just one after one after one after one. Oh, so I had them this whole time, I just never equipped it for them. That's even funnier. I'll just leave this as is for now. You love being unemployed and not contributing to society. Honestly, honey, I've been unemployed and employed. I've been in the cycle of life, death, and reincarnation for like the last 2 years. And now this is the longest I've held a job in 2 years. 2 months. So, you know. I'm looking for an excuse to like break out. I've done that one. I think that's the next one I gotta go do. Oh, you're in school right now? Well, that's cheating. You're not truly a NEET. You're not in education, employment, or in training. You're in one of the 2 E's. You're requiring an education so you can contribute to society in a greater way than customer service. Unless I guess you're studying to be the best customer service agent there ever was and ever will be. Gotta check and make sure. Phone real quick. Get it out of my pocket. Okay, cool. Howdy, partner. No diploma needed to work at the Donald's. I don't know, give it a few years and it might be the case. You need an associate's to work at the Donald's. I wonder how they've changed Burn Hall, if at all. Yeah. And he's pretty much exactly the same as I remember him to be. There's the ball-bearing hunter. A dog. Oh no, it's a bell-bearing hunter. Fine, I didn't want to fight the bell-bearing hunter anyway. Unless... sleep for a day at the fire. The fire of grace. Does he even spawn here? He's supposed to. You know, it's like at night, just sometimes in Burn Hall. You have to like exhaust his dialogue, which I did. And then, you know, you sit down. You stand up. See? See, it works really good for just like lumbering dummies like this guy. I'm hit. Sight? Okay, Darth Vader, I get it. Stop scaring me. Stop making me play lame. Stop forcing me to become a zoner. Gonna think you face him at that spot. Yeah. I always have a really hard time getting him to spawn. Like, this is one of also the one that's at like Muriel's church is the other one I think has the hardest time for me to get them to spawn. But check it out, now I can make as many bones as I want. I can make all those bone throwing darts to infinity and beyond. Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about, I think. It's like on that one walkway where like there's also those like kindred of the rock that are walking their dog. Like they're not right next to them, but they're like in that vicinity. The firework lighting has begun. I'm scared. Oh, a deathbird right here? What is your thoughts on Toho, Balls Lover? With a username like that, I feel like you could be a really big Western Toho fan. If you know, you know. If you are in the unknowing category, I will explain. Oh! Oh, mangy dog. You've heard of it? Oh, okay. For some reason, it was a big meme in the Toho, like, Western community, specifically on the Twitter side of things. You know Balls, B-A-W-L-S, like the soda drink? That was a really big meme on Western Toho Twitter, like back in 2021. It was like huge. So like drawing characters drinking balls, and like really poor edits of them holding balls, like the soda, was like a really big thing for a while. Or just even just like mentioning characters drinking balls is in like, yeah, it is a danmaku as they call it in Japanese, but yeah. That stinks. Yeah, this, that, and the third, though. That's Toho Luna Nights. You should try it. Being honest with you, back in 2018, that was the game that introduced me to the Toho franchise. It's a Metroidvania. It's actually really, really cool. I am a huge proponent of it. If you have the chance to play it, I definitely recommend it. Again, it's a Metroidvania, so it's different. It's like a fan game. Really cool though. I want to go and, how they say, platinum the game, but I just haven't. I did the hard trophy, which was don't die once in the game. You know, I did that one, but the one that I struggle with is the collecting one, like finding all the items. It's not even that they're hard. I'm just a simpleton, and I forget, and I follow guides, and I forget to do stuff all the time. Same with you, but with Elden Ring. I get you. Yeah, there's that one trophy, you know, in this game to get all like the legendary ornaments. I had to just closely follow a guide. That's how I got it. Stop. Back up. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I just said, I just had to follow a guide real closely. But sometimes that's hard, because there are some items, like, what is it, the Bolt of Grand Sacks? That item is only available for a short amount of time, and if you just happen to make Farumazula fall, you're just cut off from getting that item forever. This guy just came in for a shift. How come everyone's asleep? Oops. I need to get up to Alexander. Back up. Did you see that Good Smile? You know, the people that make Nindoroids along with other figures, like pop-up parades and whatever. Did you see that they're making plushies for Ronnie and the... What is it called? This armor. But like, what is it actually called? Is it like the Blood Wolf armor or something like that? Whatever that armor is actually called in game, I don't remember what it's called. But like the one that the cover art guy has on. They're making plushies of those two. I think they come out in September. Oh, there he is. Raging Wolf? Yeah, that's the one. You had not heard of that? Yeah. You might be able to still find them to pre-order somewhere, but I pre-ordered one of both a few weeks ago. You could always try on that one website, Tokyo Otaku. Tokyo Otaku Modo. You wouldn't believe this, but I get paid to talk to people for a living. Normally I don't stutter this much.
Well played. Well played. Oh, that's
Tokyo Otaku Modo.
I'm out. Aye. Thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you
そのサイトで、ぬいぐるみを買いました。In your small area? I mean, yeah, I would never expect to find them in person. That's why I bought it on the internet. A real Homer Simpson moment. You know, from that one meme where he's like, Homer, they make the steaks out of flesh here. No, what is it? They make the steaks out of people here? And Homer's like, well, yeah, duh. And then, like, it shows the restaurant's name and it's People Steaks. You know the meme. Look, it's Grandpa. What's he up to? Before I knew these were called trolls, I used to call them grandpas in my first playthrough. Oh man. I'm gonna get hit. Run, run, run. Oh no, he deems me as a worthy foe. Too bad I was too worthy. Good Smile is also making a pop-up parade with like the large size ones for Kasane Teto. I pre-ordered that. That I'm kind of really excited for. All my homies love Kasane Teto. We love that one song that has Decay in the title, and she has like the apple sim on her head. The red one? Yeah, the red one. The April Fool's one. Yes, Peruto. There's actually a... I don't know, they just like sell stuff, but there's a online store that sells Peruto plushies. There's someone in this chat right now that might have bought 2 of them. One for their desk at work and one for their desk at home. It's quite interesting. It is. It's because Peruto is such an interesting individual. Oh yeah, I don't know if you know this about this mod. I'm sure that you do since you watched someone else play it. But none of the items in this game drop from enemies. They are all just around the world you have to find. I think that's pretty cool actually, if you ask me, but it's kind of annoying at the same time. The age is the eternally right pair. Well, I guess that makes sense since, you know, like Kasane Teto is like 31 years old, and like when a fruit is ripe, that means it's like on the verge of going bad. But then again, 31's really not that old. I had this discussion one time, but it's like, you know, maybe when you're 15 years old, you feel like you feel like 31 is like really old. You think, man, I don't see myself ever living to be that long. But then it just kind of sneaks up on you, and next thing you know, you think to yourself, man, I guess I'm 35 now. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, well, whatever. Evil Perto. And a Freak Toe. Do not go outside. Freak Toe is back in town. Stop hitting me. That jumping attack got him. I didn't know about Freak Toe at least. I feel like I've heard about Evil Pear Toe, but I could just be like conflating it with something else. What's down there? Oh, it's a death bird. I'm actually running 2 mods. I have the seamless co-op, and then I also have, you know, the convert. Oh my goodness! What we're gonna see the or convergence. Holy smoly! You haven't tried too many mods? Neither have I, really. It's not like I'm against them, I just didn't really want to ever try any. This works really well against the Deathbird. Okay, if I can actually cast it. We can die. A lot of the I didn't realize how many weak hits the Deathbird had, so a lot of them are just completely armored through. Heavy rolling on the dress. Yeah, I made myself super heavy with this incantation of doom. It boosts my... It's kind of like the metal body from like Dark Souls, you know that one? Wait, no. No, that's this game. It's like you mix up to a rock in Dark Souls. Also, a cool thing about this mod, you can customize the way your armor looks. So I'm actually wearing what they call the Stormcaller armor. I've just made it look like a dress with the St. Trina's lily in my hair and the bird feet. It's called We Do a Little Styling. What's good, Grandpa? Is that statue still around here? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Also, armor has... I'll show it to you in a second. But armor has passive buffs like an RPG. Ouch. I'm dead. Or not. Can we knock it off? Oh, you knocked it off. Thank you. I gotta go back and grab it. See you later, guys. Okay, I think I'm far enough away now. Oops. But yeah, see, like this gives me int faith and strength by 1. So there's kind of like class armor, and there's like class weapons too. Like with this greatsword, the 2 stats for the Stormbringer, which is the class I chose, it's I'm supposed to be leveling my intelligence and faith, so all like the class weapons, they all scale with that really well. Like the Stormcaller's staff scales with that really well. Now you go for style. That's what I try and do as well, which usually just means that my characters are always wearing dresses. But hey, I think it's cool. I'm something of a dress and skirt enthusiast myself. So the other character that I picked was, you can pick to start as a celebrant, so you spawn in this village, and you start off with a bunch of black flame incantations. They've also added like a billion new incantations and spells in this mod, which, I mean, I'm sure you already knew and can tell just from all the weird stuff I've been doing, but yeah. Yay. Yeah, it actually has, it adds a, I don't know what it adds to the DLC because I haven't got to it yet, but there are a lot of quest items. Yeah, there's quests and stuff you can do, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you have to wait for until you get to the DLC to finish. Like, maybe they're still working on the DLC, they might be adding more stuff, I don't know. But at least as it stands right now, there's a lot of content in the DLC as well. You also start off with Torrent. I haven't seen Melina once. They've also made Castle Morn into like a really big dungeon. Like it has like a whole town around it. There's a lot of Flame of Frenzy stuff too in Castle Morn, which I feel like from like a lore perspective that makes a lot of sense, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. Yeah, they got rid of the numbers. And also things scale differently, so like, instead of being, I guess you'll see next time I go to upgrade something. Let's see if I can do this. I just wanted to go to that dungeon up there. Instead I got distracted. And yeah, here's another thing too. So when you find these, it just tells you where you can find the weapons for that class. And like the armor sets as well. So like, here's mine, the Stormcaller. Here's like, yeah. This, that, and the third is telling me where I'm supposed to go. Man, where is this dungeon at? I know that in like the base game you just like fall down here, then you walk to the side, but well, I mean there's that guy pointing to something. Well, I guess I'll go over to the statue that's ominously pointing there. GG. You know, I just thought maybe I could find it on my own. It was right here all along. Are you kidding? It's still pretty much in the same place. Let's go get my runes. Or try dying. Something they do a lot at work. They play movies if it's a pretty slow day or just if they're feeling nice and, you know, don't want us to go insane. And they play the movie Megamind a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Megamind, but I think I've seen it like 5 or 6 times in the last couple of weeks. And you know what the worst part is? I still like seeing it. I'm always like, ah, that's Megamind. Like every time. Well, like, I guess that depends. Is, like, my lifespan gonna expand if I, like, go for the second option? Like, will I live for several million, billion, quadrillion? Oh, so it's the same? So what you're telling me is that you're asking the $1 million or dinner with Jay-Z question? $1 million or dinner with Jay-Z. I don't know, dog. Dinner with Jay-Z sounds kind of crazy. I like when people try and like genuinely defend the dinner with Jay-Z option, and they're like, you know, you can pick his brain and figure out how to get the grind going on your own. I was getting some water, but we are so back now. A variation of absurd question. Ah. Passive income. Yeah, super passive. Do you at least get like $1 to start? Or like... do you have to wait $5 million for the first $1? Oh. 5 million years. Me when I die after about a couple of months from starvation. Where did you come from? If I'm remembering this dungeon correct. No, okay, it's a different one. I know there was one dungeon that I had done on that other character of mine, and it was like a quite perilous. This is a mod dungeon. See, it's actually just they just have upgraded this dungeon. This is just that one that has that half-dead Black Knife Assassin in it in the base game. What is it called? The Death Touch Catacomb? It's just that one. It's just been heavily upgraded. Why am I wearing the bird feet? I think they look cool. That's it, really. They just look cool, I think. I gave him a good blowing, so to speak. Like this. Bro was like, man, I sure got beat up. And then, what's that? And they just get blown. It's like from that episode of SpongeBob with the Valentines, you know, that season 1 episode. And they were like going through that windy tunnel, and SpongeBob was floating around having a good time, and Patrick was just walking looking really mad, and the air is just like blowing him. It was like that. I wonder how they've changed this dungeon. I really like this dungeon in the base game. Get away from me. Oops, I missed. Ignore me. I don't know, dog. You think I can live that jump? A bed of chaos. Not a couple of rolls. Oh, geez. Why are you still following me? I have to get here from like a jump down here, right? This is gonna hurt. The Mad Pumpkinhead. If I remember right, it's like, okay, dude, I'm not gonna deal with you right now. Oh, what's good, bro? I'm all good on what you have to sell. Oh yeah, you also don't have to kill merchants. You can just do this now. You just get their bell bearing by talking to them. See, that is hilarious, that meme. He thought school was only for one day. He mad. And the kid just looks sternly upset. I mean, it's true. If school was only for one day, I too would just be like, aw, sweet. I got my education. Time to go home. I don't think that's the way to get there. Is it? No, it is, I think. Yeah, okay, it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was really into this game for many years. I guess it only came out like 3 years ago, but I was really into this game. And then Fate Samurai Remnants DLC came out around the same time as this game's DLC. It was DLC 3 for Fate Samurai Remnant, and DLC 2 for Fate Samurai Remnant is really awesome. And I didn't have a job at the time, and I didn't have a lot of money, and I could only choose one. And I chose Fate Samurai Remnant. And DLC 3 is the weakest of the DLCs, if I'm being real with you. Like, it's definitely bad if you can compare it to like 1 and 2. But if you just look at it in a vacuum by itself, it's a pretty alright DLC. So I didn't play the DLC for this game until like November. So it was a good while after. I worked at a job for exactly 1 month to afford the DLC and some other goofy things. And yeah, I wanted to like the DLC, and I liked it at the beginning, but I really was like disillusioned really quickly. I wouldn't say I had zero fun, but if on the fun meter I had like 100% fun for my first like 8 playthroughs of this game, the DLC was definitely like a 65% on the fun meter. I'm excited to see how this DLC expands upon it. See if that'll like give me back my faith. Am I going to get Night Rain? I have like 0 intent right now. Like, I would totally get it, but it's definitely on like the lower end of my priorities to get. I know that people have fun with it, and I've seen some people play it, but I think 2 things about it. One, I think I'd have fun with the game for like 6 hours, and then I'd never want to play it again. Being real with you, one of the big things I like about these games is just that I feel like I can walk around like a weirdo and just like do nothing if I wanted to. But those games kind of have like the roguelike element where you kind of have to do something and you're on a time limit. And the only games that have a time limit I want to play are Pikmin games. Although I could be just like a freak and a geek right now, and maybe I'll really like the game. Not too much content right now. I guess so. There's just like the base game, right? Are you waiting to see if they announce some like DLC? Oh, okay. I get you. You just answered my question. So yeah, they're just like slowly adding content. That's kind of, I guess it's like to keep people invested, right? You could just like drip feed them for 6 years and have like a full fleshed out game after 10. Release a beta and just slowly add to it forever, like Guilty Gear Strive. You're a Strive victim. Are you a real freak for Faust? Are you bananas for Bridget? Guilty for Giovanna. Nuts for Nagoriyuki. Okay, then yeah, you are nuts for Nagoriyuki. That was the last song on that album. That was the Sekinya Best Album. Not that it was actually their best album, it's just called the Best Album. Let's listen to Roast Pork Brothers. I have no clue what their music sounds like, but I downloaded them because I like their band name. So let's see what Roast Pork Brothers sounds like. This album's called Delta. You'll buy with the Cyberpunk collab. I kind of want to watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners just for that. I've never seen it, but I'm something of a Guilty Gear enthusiast myself. And like, you know. Bedman question mark. Hey. Delilah moment. You love the circle. You tell me that you're a huge Roast Pork Brothers fan. You're like, yeah, dog, that's my favorite circle. Honestly, this is not what I expected their music to sound like. Stop. Okay, sweet. And Guilty Gear Music was your top artist in 2024, really? Were you out there singing Carve Away? Out there like, if there's a man that can make anything, give me the tools to live in the past. Was that you? There's a bat behind me. Do you watch any tournaments for Guilty Gear, or do you just like play the game? Are you like a freak in the fandom, or do you just like enjoy it independently? Okay, you just play it. I'm really bad at the game. I plateaued really quick. So quickly that I never really got far in like learning any character. I just like pretty quickly was like, yes, my skills no longer improving. Where can I jump down at? There it is. That was scary. So what I do instead, I just watch people that are really good at the game. Is the sham shear still here? It is. Don't. Look at that, there's some crystal growing here. It's pretty neat. No. How to play Abba? I don't know, but she looks cool. Design-wise, she's awesome. She probably smells like pennies, but that's okay. Specifically, like if you hold a bunch of pennies in your hand for a while. Just that like really smelly, just like copper sweat. Well, isn't she the slowest character in the game? That's why you gotta go into jealous rage, and then you start moving super fast. I stopped playing the game. Okay, let me rephrase that. The last DLC character I bought was Happy Chaos. Because, like, aesthetically speaking, I think Happy Chaos is just really cool looking. Playing Happy Chaos, well, I'm just a simpleton. I found this too hard. I can really only play characters like Akatsuki from Under Night in Birth. But even that, not to like put shade on Akatsuki, but like just a really, I press buttons and counter. That's like the only way I can really play. I guess I could be like a Leo White Fang player. Can you leave me alone? Where am I going? So that's where I came from. I have to get over there, right? To where that waterfall is. It's so far away, far away, far away. I played a good amount of Plus R, and I used to play Biken, and then I found Chip, and then I found out that I like playing Chip a lot. I'm so mad right now. Although saying that, I've never tried Chip on Strive. Maybe that's why I've plateaued so quickly. Hop, 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 hop. I like fighting games a lot. I'm just not good at them. And that's not to say you have to be good at them to enjoy them. It's just that it's like all fun and games, playing against like the computer. But then friends will always be like, hey bro, let me have a bite of that Kit Kat. And then you think, okay. And then like, it almost feels like they're just playing to spite you. It's like, I don't want to play with you anymore, dog. Like, I don't mind losing, but like, jeez. Or maybe that's just me. I've had several times where it's like I'm enjoying something and then someone else is like, let me play too. And then I could never tell if they're playing because they want to play with me or if they are just like wanting to have the satisfaction of like beating me over and over again. Which, I mean, you could say just get good, but I don't know. I don't know, dog. I'm not saying people have to let you win either. But it just at some point it starts feeling personal. It's like, dog, do you just want to like hop on to beat me for 6 hours? This can't be fun for you. Bro. Oh, cool. Leaden Maul. But I don't know. I feel like Bridget's pretty easily exploited. Like, when I see top players play, they either seem to get their they either get their lick in and win immediately, or they get bullied really, really hard. Like, Bridget kind of has to set up. least that's what I feel like. She's got to get like her groove going, and if she don't, then well, GG. Let's go upgrade my weapons if I can. Yeah, honestly, bro said, hop on Pokemon Heart Gold VGC. I don't have enough. But yeah, it's like 1, 1, 2, then 3. So it takes less to level these up, but it's kind of like still a similar formula as before in the game.
She's been like I've lost count, honestly. Oh, welcome. I teach and explore so that we're ensuring the way. You do most time you are well.
Do you read the Elden Ring manga? The Ogo no Michi e Iku? Is that what it's called? It's like road. It's like traveling on the golden path. It's like the English name. It's really funny, but Brother Corrin's he's really annoying, but he doesn't realize he's being annoying, and it's really funny. Have you ever seen this? One time I saw someone, they left a note in front of him, and it was in Lane Dell, where he's just like standing on the side of the road. They had some funny note talking about him having a big butt, but just like, it's like, yeah, I mean, they're right. When you look at it like this, Brother Corrin's cake. But I don't know, I thought that was so funny. But yeah, it's a spin-off manga, and it's like a comedy. It's really funny. Like, I highly recommend it. If you like to read manga and you like comedy manga, it's actually incredibly funny, even like Elden Ring lore aside. Oh, cool, a sacred tear. Sir Gideon Offmere will never notice. You're looking at my anime list, so you saw my magnum opus, what I will be remembered for once Squidward's nose finally wears pantyhose. Was the anime you've been looking for? Oh, it was ID Invaded? I see. I thought it's gonna be like Seisenshi Danbain, since that's what I'm currently watching. But yeah, ID Invaded's pretty cool. At least I liked it a lot. You got halfway through and then like evil struck. Well, I'm glad that I could support the cause of spreading ID Invaded. Oh, I don't know if you know this about this mod, but something that's really cool, I think at least, they removed like the stone sword keys. The imbued ones are still in the game, but just like the regular stone sword keys were removed. Lightning just conveniently striking. Yeah, so that item I just got, there is a there is a class called the Perfumer, and you have to collect a bunch of those items, and then you can make a weapon with them. It's like the quest for the Dragon Balls. And then you said that my favorite character, Goblin Slayer. You know, he's one of them. Have you ever read the light novel for Goblin Slayer? Now hear me out, hear me out.
Unknown as Heedmai, the village here, and worse yet, if you valid, the turn back.
Okay, so even if you have, I'm going to tell you anyway. I don't remember what volume it's in, but Priestess was talking about something in like one part about like nerves and anxiety, and that without like saying those words. And Goblin Slayer talks about how when they were a kid, they were worried about everything, and that they worried so much that one day they'd take a step and the earth would just swallow them in. And then he said that he told like his childhood friend, no, he told his sister and Cowgirl, and they laughed at him, thinking he was just joking around. And then he said that, you know, he just had to keep pushing forward. And then he talked about how every day he's scared, but he just has to keep going through it. When he said that, I was like, okay, like I really like Goblin Slayer. Not because of anything else. That's genuinely it. I just like how he talks about, without using the words, you know, that he struggles with like anxiety. But the way he gets through it is that he knows he just has to, so he just pushes through it. And that every day he's scared. The me of like 6 years ago thought that was powerful. The me of today, I mean, it's still pretty cool. I also just think his armor's really cool too. Only the popular ones, like Jujutsu Kaisen. Really? Because I read, or at least I read, it's over now. I thought it was a pretty cool manga up until the end. It's one of those, they had me till the end. They had me in the first half, but lost me in the end. You read the big three, like Bleach, Naruto, and like One Piece? Isn't that like the modern big three? Oh, those? Okay, cool. I mean, I'm a pretty big Berserk fan. I'm dead. Told you. Those are the big three of anime. I get you. What is it? Seinen? That type that's like meant for adults. It's seinen, right? That's what the genre's called. I'm stuck. You've read Chainsaw Man and Black Clover. Do you still read Chainsaw Man? Like, are you caught up on it? Or did you, like, only read part 1? Okay, you just answered my question. You want to hear something that's really funny? Like, I'm not joking at all. I'm being, like, 100% honest. Earlier today, in the Discord server, yeah, we have a Discord. We don't have a Discord, we have a Discord. But, yeah, earlier today in the Discord, I was asking if anyone's currently reading Chainsaw Man, because I have some opinions about Chainsaw Man 2 that I wanted to see if anyone else thinks that way or if I'm the only one. And no one responded to it, so I'm assuming that no one else watches, reads Chainsaw Man in the server. So I was really hoping that you were going to be like, yeah, I'm caught up. But yeah, I have some really choice opinions about it. And I can't tell if it's just a me thing or if everyone feels that way. Because if I like check on Mal, people seem to still be like eating it up, like, oh yeah, peak gaming. And like, I don't know. I really don't feel that way about it anymore. like Chainsaw Man Part 2 has just not been good to me. You stop when they're stuck in the infinite aquarium? Really? Like, that's understandable. Like, I'm waiting for it. I don't know. I really like Chainsaw Man Part 1. Like, when I first read it, I thought it was so cool. But then Part 2, I've been like, okay, well, when's it gonna get, like, Chainsaw Man-y again? I just feel like they should have maybe just done like more of an actual thing like JoJo does, where it's like a completely separate manga. And like, I don't know, if you're gonna go the route of making Chainsaw Man Part 2, just go ahead and make a whole new manga and call it like, I don't know, they could have called it like Gun Devil Gaming or something. I don't know. Bald boy, the octopus guy. I mean, I feel like they're trying to do just like something new, but within the Chainsaw Man universe. But it's just for, oh, Dingy, okay. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, okay. He did only have one testicle at the beginning of the manga. You're right. I don't know. I was just like, what, bald? I thought even like bald, like as in hairless, but you just were like spelling it comedically. But yeah. I don't know. I would have rather Denji just had his happy ending. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really like the idea as if they would have kept like Yoru and Asa as being like the main characters, and maybe Denji just like show up sometimes like buying groceries. Because it really feels like I don't even know Denji anymore. And I think Denji doesn't even know Denji anymore. So maybe that's like what they're going for. Like, the character is so dense and like super that, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we're supposed to be like, yeah, I don't know him. He doesn't know who he is anymore. He's just like stuck in a rut. But it just doesn't come across that way to me. The silly girl? Are you talking about the black-haired one? Who's like been the main character? Or was it a different character you're talking about? Oh. Do you want to know? Oh, okay. You're talking about someone else. Oh, you're talking about Kobeni? The one that like threw up and like was working at the burger store? I think she might have showed up like one other time. Like so far in part 2, it's just like a cameo. Like, she hasn't done like a single thing. You know what the fandom thinks that her devil is? Yeah, her car was popular, which I think is really funny. Kobeni's car. But yeah, the fandom at one time was saying that her devil is the defecation devil. And there was a few different points people were making to try and prove that. One of them being there's a part in part 1 where she has just like a bunch of toilet paper. Like, what they were saying that she was like stealing the toilet paper or something like that. So yeah, and there was like other examples too to try and point to people saying that she had the defecation devil. But that's just kind of like one of those like half serious, half comedic fan theories. But it's all we really have to go off of. So in my headcanon, yes, she has the defecation devil. You think that's too dumb? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I want to believe. I think it'd be really funny. the poo-poo doo-doo devil. She was actually the loathsome dung eater all along. It would be, yeah, it would be too cool. Too cool for school, huh? But I guess we'll see. I think her time to really do anything in the series has passed. I don't think you got far enough in part 2, but there was a bunch of characters that showed back up that were thought to have been deceased in part 1. And they really they got washed, as they say, really quick. They were dispatched of with ease. Does power exist? They haven't found her. I think Denji mentioned her once. Like, said something about finding the blood devil. Like, he's like, I still gotta find the blood devil. And they just kind of like looked at him like he was insane. But yeah, they still haven't at least tried to find her. This is the boss. You know, maybe that's what Chainsaw Man 2 is building up for. The reintroduction of power. I swear, I really wish they would have just let Denji fall off. And it could have just been all about Asa and Yoru. Because I just don't like how I mean, I get it. It makes sense in context with everything that's happened, but like, I really just wish would have went somewhere else. Yeah. Funny. In the last chapter that came out, we got to see Denji cry for the 15th billion time. And Asa called herself a superhero. I'm not going to spoil anything and tell you anything, but she's like, but we're both superheroes, we gotta do this. I thought that was pretty strange. I never really thought of them as superheroes. I more thought of them as just like public service workers. Vigilantes at best. I mean, not exactly. I mean, like, kind of. They've definitely, like, done the do to, like... Yeah, okay. Yes. That did happen. I was trying to be more, like, subtle about it, but yeah, that's what happened. That did happen. And then you said on the Birdman I always wanted to be. I guess. I got the bird legs. And the bird lady I always wanted to be. Like Angel from X-Men. Sometimes these fireworks just sound like someone shot off a cannon. But how are you doing, Haideran-san? You like Magneto better? I mean, Magneto's really cool. It's hard to dislike Magneto because they go from such like a cool angle of like, we're going to destroy the humans because they're destroying us. But I mean, you also have to think that like, I don't know. You're supposed to side with the X-Men because they're like, yeah, but we're not going to like stoop to their level and we're going to open arms, protect humanity and do this, that, and the third. But like, you know, you can't help but just think Magneto's cooler. Because it's like, I don't know, like he's like the, if I get punched in the face, I'm going to punch you back type mentality. Magneto's cool. Although I personally am a really big fan of Cyclops. And for the most part, they are opposing factions. But other times, you know, they're on the same team. And they're all just good, happy friends. Hooray. You said you hung out with your brother. And then you ate your brother's insides. Magneto's just defending himself. Yes and no. I mean, yes, humans are pretty stupid because they like people like Spider-Man, who is like by definition like a mutant because they mutated. Maybe not born genetically a mutant, but they are. And everyone seems to like Spider-Man except for Jonah Jameson. Hey. Can you not? Anyway, you love Jonah Jameson. Well, you clearly smell bad. But, I don't know. You ever think about how the Inhumans are just magical mutants? I don't... Oh my goodness, I gotta walk all the way back over there. Anyway, I don't know how familiar you are with, like, more modern Marvel comics, but, you know how they had like that big thing recently where it was like the Inhumans, recently as in like 4 or 5 years ago, where it was like the mutants versus the Inhumans, because like there was, well, the way that people become Inhumans is like, never watched it. Well, I don't know what you're talking about because I'm talking about like a comic book. So what you meant to say is never read it. Illiterate, comma, die. But also, yeah, they had that big thing. And it was like Inhumans versus X-Men. Because they were going to release this gas. And it's that type of gas that turns people into Inhumans. Like, you have the ability to become one when exposed to this specific, like, gas or whatever. Like a fog. And it was going to make a bunch of new Inhumans. But the gas was incredibly toxic to mutants. So like there was like a big battle because they were like, hey, it's not fair for you to kill a bunch of us just to make more of you. And they were like, oh yeah, well, get owned. Being honest with you, I really didn't read that comic. I don't know how it ended. I just know that they were like, it was a big deal. Or at least they tried to like puff it up as being a big deal, but then it like amounted to nothing, as does most things in comic books. I'm stuck. What's really upsetting about recent comic books to me is that the recent X-Force comic book, I thought it was pretty cool, but it just like abruptly ended. Like, really, really abrupt it ended. And I was like, this is weird. Why did it end so like abruptly like this? So I was reading the back of the final issue, and the author was like, yeah, we were kind of told we had to end it now. Like, we had a whole arc planned out, but yeah, we were told we needed to stop it now. So I just kind of rushed to the ending, and it really was, it's really bad. Like, it was kind of building up, and I was kind of looking into like, oh man, this is going to be pretty cool, I hope. But nah, instead they just like killed all of the build up. The mystery of who a character was revealed in one page. Why they were masquerading as someone else, we don't know. And we'll never know. And then there was a character who was, she died early on, and then she just gets brought back to life in one page. And yeah, the author says that they were like upset that it had to end like that, but they're like, well, at least I got to tell the story, you know? And it's like, no, you didn't really get to tell the story. You just kind of told us the ending to the story. Like, that's it. Like, you just told us the ending to the story. I'm getting owned. Speed ran the comic. Yeah. Your favorite is Magic? Really? She played a big part in... So, in 2013, there is the Marvel Now comics. She was a part of the Uncanny X-Men in that. She has a pretty cool arc where they go to that dimension where Dormammu rules over. And she, like, ends up absorbing the whole dimension into her body. They, like, get trapped there. And that's her solution to get him out. She just, like, absorbs the whole thing inside of her. Pretty cool. That album wore off, so I gotta pick a new one now. What are we gonna listen to? Hey! Let's listen to Dead Space Zombie. You said they had to get it over with? Yeah, but I really don't get why. Like, I guess you could say the obvious answer is that it wasn't selling well or something. But Marvel comics don't sell well in general. No one likes Marvel comics. You just kind of read them, because sometimes they have interesting stories. I don't know. It's really DC anymore that seems to focus more on making good comic books. I don't even read comic books anymore, except for like a couple here and there. I'm not really a big comic book head. But I like, you know what I mean? I just kind of like, I like fiction. I like good stories. I would check out a story of any kind. And you're talking about New Mutants with like Speedball and Wolverine. Not Speedball, Fastball. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You're thinking of something completely different. Speedball is a character in Marvel. That's the guy who caused the whole thing with the, what was it? The Civil War, like in 2005, that comic book? Because he caused that really big explosion by accident. And that then caused the whole conflict between Captain America and Iron Man with the like Superpower Registration Act. Like, that's what I thought you were talking about. Because I was trying to do that and not reading the chat correctly. But you're talking about that thing where they throw him. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's like a combo. It is a combo move. It is literally a combo move. Where does this take me? Fort Gale? Listen, dude, I don't want to be here. Well, isn't Colossus made out? Colossus is made out of like a unique metal, but there's like nothing else like his metal in the universe. So could Magneto even pick him up? Like, I don't recall if he's able to or not. Because that's like a big plot point in Astonishing X-Men, is that Colossus is made out of a unique type of metal. Is this like its own separate dungeon? I mean, in Magneto's defense in general, in today's plastic world, their power pretty much is... I mean, it's still really useful, but like... I feel like we have more plastic than we have metal in today's world. If he had plastic-based powers, he'd be a menace. Nerd! Dang. I've been had. My own emoji used against me. Man, what is that down there? In the Industrial Revolution? Yeah. Like, actually. Send Magneto back in time like 150 years. It's over. That guy said to go over here, and he looked like a smart guy, so I better go over here, right? I think I'll survive. I wonder what's going on down here. You know, nephew, what's going on down here? I feel like I have this album downloaded already. Yeah, I do. I mean, we'll listen to it again. Nah, I really don't want to. I have too many things that I'm supposed to be listening to be able to just, like, have fun. Having fun? Get shot with a big laser. Let's listen to this album. It's by someone called Sun History. It's got too much kanji in it for me to be able to read it to you, like the Japanese title. I can maybe read a few things. I think I could survive this. Yep. Let's do this, shall we? Sumo. Oh wait, air tax. So if you're wondering what air tax does, lore-wise, it's supposed to make it so they have a hard time breathing, but it's like continual damage, and I think it lowers their poise. Why is he so spry? Super smo. Did you know that Smo's Japanese name is just Sumo? Like a wrestler, like just Sumo. Magneto dying of microplastic. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He can't get those out of his body. Ow, stop. Oh, loaves out of your son. We call that a little ownage. We call that zoning. What was the point of coming down here? And Zeddy-san as well. The whole gang's here. Can't even get the metal out of someone's blood. Now it's all microplastic. It's true, man. Human bodies have adapted. Instead of being, you know, iron dependent for transporting oxygen, now it's plastic dependent. Oh wait, can I jump like across to the Church of Pilgrimage? That's pretty cool. I read a book one time, some years ago. It was called like The Physics of Superheroes, and it was supposed to try and like explain how like superpowers could work from like a physics standpoint. I remember in one part they talked about Magneto and having abilities to like control someone from the iron in their blood. And one thing I remember from it was that the dude was saying that effectively at any given time in the human body, there's only ever like a few like iron molecules at a time that are ever magnetic. So it would be like such a minuscule amount that he'd have control over you. And then you said book ? And owned me. Yeah. Listen, dog, this was like 15 years ago. I know that's not a good excuse, but it was. It was like a while ago I read that. Oh, well, there's the actual boss right there. This looks so uncanny. It's like, okay, whatever. Kanibose. That's the one. Yeah, you'd think that he'd bully Wolverine a lot harder. But it always feels like, well, I don't know. I can't really say I even remember the last time they had like a... That was so scary. You don't even know. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Too bad I've already been here. Okay, now how do I get back? Look, there's a land octopus over there. That was so funny, I died. It's so funny that I gotta go all the way back over here to get my runes. Isn't that just hilarious? Aren't you just busting a gut laughing right now? Sweet. Laughing out loud. I knew it. You're laughing so hard you're speaking in hypertext. I'm getting really tired. But not like sleepy tired, but just like, I'm going to kill myself tired. No, that's not true. More like, yeah, I guess I am just sleepy tired. When I get sleepy, I usually contemplate dying. That's not true, but that sounds funny. Free run on January? Have I told you that the free run manga's been on hiatus for like almost a year now? Man, Nox Maidens. You wonder why? Oh, I know why. I can tell you why, like right now. So effectively, the creators of the manga, they had said that with the anime coming out, it kind of put into perspective for them that they can take their time with the series. So they're doing exactly that. They're taking their time with the series now. And Bro's like, yeah, we realized that, you know, the series and everything put us into perspective so we can kind of take our time with it. Like, it's still really far ahead, the manga. The creator got a GF. Not quite, because it's 2 people. Like, normally, yeah, manga's 1 person, but free run's actually made by 2 people. And for some reason they decided to take their time. Personally, now this is just my theory, but they realize how unfun and just, like, boring this current arc is in the manga. And they decided to just take a long break. Fern and Freeman made it. Yeah, it's an autobiography. Can you knock that off? But yeah, the current arc I think is really bad. Like, just unironically, I have 0 fun when I'm reading it. Stark is hardly even in it. Like, just in general, like, Stark has kind of completely become a character who feels like he's not in the manga anymore. Like, I don't know if he's just not a fan favorite or what, but I like Stark a lot. And I really feel like Bro is maybe gets 1 line every 10 chapters, it feels like. I just think he's a lot of fun. But yeah, I personally think, now hear me out, I personally think that the Freerun just series is at its best when it's about Freerun and Fern and Stark and they're just like adventuring around, you know what I mean? Well, hey. Wait. Hang on a second. An Albinaric woman? What is this dungeon? Why is everything scary here? Anyway, all I'm trying to say is I think the manga's at its best when it's just about the traveling and not when it's about like a big story arc. Like when it's a big story arc and they're like spending a lot of time in a town doing something, I always find those arcs to fall short for me. And they're currently having one of those. Now, where the anime is going to pick up at is actually one of those arcs, but it's a really good one. It's like the exception. But the current one is just like not fun at all. Just genuinely. But hey, it's a bunch of characters that we all know and love and they're all showing up again. Too bad it's just uninteresting. And it was just so terrible because before it went on hiatus, there'd be a new chapter like every 2 or 3 months. So they already were pretty much on hiatus status as far as mangas go. But, you know, we still held out hope. And then you get a new chapter and you'd be like, man, they could have just kept this one in the oven, dog. Like, I feel like it added 0 things. I missed. Makes sense I haven't talked about it in a while. Yeah, because it's on hiatus and the current arc I don't like it. And because there's new content, yeah. I mean, every time there was a new chapter of Freerun, I would always message you something like, new chapter of Freerun dropped. And then I would tell you something like, I don't know, I'd be like, worst chapter ever, Fern hasn't died. As Fern's biggest detractor, it hurts my heart that she gets so much more time than Stark. But I guess it makes sense, considering that she's been around since the beginning, honestly. Whatever. Get out of here. Great, I think that was the last track. Why are these albums so... Hey, 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 hey. This group is called... Sure, let's try Travel Cat plus Girl. Fern finally looking like a plant. If she did, then I would actually like her. Instead, she just looks like a loser. I missed. Funny story, so when my uncle was in jail most recently, I've talked about it before, but nowadays in jail, they let inmates have tablets so they can just like, they buy time and they get to use it for like an hour a day or whatever. I don't know what it's like, but they get to have tablets in prison now. And he watched Freerun while in prison. Well, he watched Freerun up until like the last 3 episodes. And then he was asking me how the last 3 episodes go, and I was like, I don't remember. I'm more of a manga head. And I was like, what was the arc you were on? And then he told me, and then I was like, oh, when they were fighting like that mud Freerun. And then I was like, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to let you say like anticipation. Did it change his life? I mean, he really liked it, like everyone ever, because Freerun's just a good series. If you didn't like Freerun, you clearly just didn't read Freerun. You read something else. You read Fake Rin. No! I'm scared. I don't care you have no usage of your legs. I'm going to kill you. Whoa. This is not looking good for the heroes. Which way do we go? And fireworks upsetting the dogs. The last season of the anime. I mean, they went and they took that exam. That was like what it all accumulated into. So they could go into that like snowy country. Is something coming up? Yep, slowly. Yeah, Sadia. Who doesn't like Freerun? And there's also that other elf. What's his name? Kadoft? Who's like a martial artist who's even older than Freerun. I don't like his manga design. Excuse me. I don't like his anime design. His anime design, they made his ears bigger, so he looks a lot goofier. He looks a lot cooler in the manga. make it longer. Wait, his ears even longer? What's the point of coming down here? Just to suffer? Because it sure felt like it was just to suffer. I feel like this dungeon's pretty cool in like the base game, but they've kind of made it even more cool by adding all these other later game like enemies. Like where are we at where there's like Albinaric archers, Albinaric archers is what I meant to say, and like this, that, and the third. What type of like super diverse evil place are we at? They're down here, right? I didn't kill them. I just like, yep. I just knocked her down here. Now I killed her. What's this? Ouch. Stop. Oh no. It's Toho. I don't have the health to play with you. Please don't, please don't, please don't. I'm glad they listened. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, normally this is the Dragon Communion Seal. What's it gonna be here? Well. Woo. Ow. Ow. Move, 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 move. You don't understand how terrified I am right now. Who died? Hey, lady. Run, 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 run. Do you guys hear the fireworks that are currently going off? Like, are they super loud? Would you even know there's fireworks going off if I hadn't said anything? Oh, okay, cool. Well, they're making the dogs bark, so you might hear that. Okay, normally I can do this with 0 just hits. Okay, well, thank you for coming out to the stream. Oh my goodness. Normally I can fight an ulcerated tree spirit hitless, because I had such a hard time fighting them in my first playthrough that I've learned their movesets pretty well, and I was going to talk about that. And I mean, you're right. I did it. 0 hits to the enemy. Wait, what? Shut up, dogs. It's just some fireworks. You're acting like you're a wild animal or something. You ain't never heard no fireworks before. Oh wait, he's exploding. I thought he was staggered. My fault, original gangster. My fault, original gangster. Let's try this again. Oh, so my plan was to sleep until noon today, because you know I don't have work until Monday because holiday pay and whatever. It's cool. Man, the dogs won't shut up. Anyway, yeah, I was going to sleep until noon. Then I got a call today, and they were asking about like some loan information. They also said my name really funny. They called me TheSelleri, and I was like, that's a person. Normally, if someone doesn't know how to pronounce my name, they say like TheSelleri, but like TheSelleri was a new one. And yeah, the call dropped like immediately after I said that was me. And then I had to call them back, and I'm like, who is this? And then they're like, oh, they're the people you borrowed money from. And I was like, oh man. Yeah, because for the laser hair removal that I'm getting, I had to like get a loan. But like, I don't know. They were just calling to like set up my online portal. It wasn't because I owed them money. But like, I don't know why they couldn't have just sent an email. They could have just, they have my email address. Like, I had to set up with them. Like, just send me an email, dog. You didn't have to call me at 8 a.m. on my day off from work. What if I had work? You know, then I wouldn't have been able to answer. You hear the dog barking since you can't hear the fireworks? Because that's even louder for me. The fireworks. The Far Harbor. Where's this? You don't? Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna stop worrying about it. And I guess even if you do hear it, it's not like I can do anything about it. Like, she's gonna keep barking until the fireworks are done, which will probably be like in 6 hours. All you hear is music and me. That sounds like you're making like a love letter, you know? You know what I'm saying? You heard the dogs bark a bit. There you go. I like it, kind of. But it sounds like it. Like, if you were like making like a sappy love song, it'd be like, all I hear is the music and you. And then it'd be like, oh, okay, wow. Like, if it was a song that's like maybe about like a dance, that could be like a lyric in it. Vare's gone, I'm sad. Why did I sit there? How did I get here? Okay, nephew. I know you know this, nephew. I know you know this. How do I get to that dungeon? Where is it at? I'm so sick and tired of these fireworks. They just started. As in, no, you're clearly my nephew, as I just called you nephew. It says it's right here. It doesn't even, I think I might know where I need to go. I think I might know how to get to where. I think I got it. I think I know what to do. We need to go back to right here where I was on the beach. Because I remember how I like... Let's see. I gotta like go north, south, east, and west. And I gotta go in like that long way. Your dog doesn't like fireworks. I don't think... I don't think any dog likes fireworks. Classic falling into water. Man, that was just the abyss. That wasn't even water. That was just straight up darkness I fell into. That's like a hole in the ground. A convenient hole in the ground. Like a Mario Brothers obstacle. Oh, there was a grace right here. Sweet. Okay, I had to get some water, but I'm back. There's like a smoky smell coming in from outside. It's making me kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, queasy. Whoa. How did I get down there again? I think it was I had to jump down over there. I think. Look, it's the sun, that little dot right there. See, told you this is how we get here. It's kind of cool that this, which is normally the first area in the game, has kind of been made to like an obtuse dungeon. I'm back. Set the ship away for a second and then I blow up. Yeah, see, man, that made the fireworks so much louder. Oh, hit the mic. I opened a window effectively as it happened, and it made those fireworks like 10 times louder. Whatever. The Cave of Knowledge. Oh, I wonder if I have to warp here. Because, like, there's that sending gate. Well, let's try the Cave of Knowledge. See how this has changed. Oh, this is completely different. An Albanaric grave pile. It's all meat. Oh. That was a scary sound you made. You know what I need? I need more stamina. wasn't a... Man, I'm so tired of hearing that dog bark, but there's nothing I can do about it. This character was just going to be like a spellcaster, but then I found out how much fun this great sword is to use. And now it's kind of like I need to start stat allocating for using this. You feel me? Man, I got owned. Yeah, no, instead of doing what I'm... Nope, the control unplugged itself. Anyway, instead of doing what I'm doing, why don't I just, like, play keep away? The firework intensity has increased tenfold. Okay, round 2. That guy's hung. Please, stop. Holy smoke. Okay, cool. We got this. I think. I hope. Maybe. Ideally. Stop. Man. I guess I should have just done it. Because clearly fighting them on even terms is not working. Can we stop? Please. That was not smart of me. Window sounds are scaring you? Okay. Well, hang on. Jeez, I'm getting old. These dogs are scaring me, dog. Like. Okay, that album's over. Okay, back at it again. I'm just resting at the grace. We'll try this again. I really don't think I should be wasting time fighting these guys, but I also have this horrible feeling that if I leave them, that's a fire alarm going off. Awesome. But I have a feeling if I don't do this, they will just follow me throughout the entire dungeon. That last cast was unintentional, but that's okay. I guess. I missed. But so did he. I sure do love this like gauntlet of loud sounds I'm going through right now. The 4th of July, how much fun it is to run. We're making some good progress. Oh. You guys. Nice to see you so early. The oppressed frogmen who get grinded upon. What was that? I'm so upset right now, I can't even articulate it. That sucks. A doozy. Dog, 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 stop. Betray DBZ style, and I will. I sure despise the 4th of July. I sure despise blood loss. Can we, like, okay, you know what? Let's try and run by these guys. What I wish I could say, but again, I have this point. No, they're just like ambling around. I think I'm the instigator in their violence. Like, they seem like they would just leave me alone if I just keep going. They've really made these fire guys scary though in this mod. I never really felt like they were ever a big deal in the base game, but running into them in this mod, I'm actually kind of scared. Like, they are actually a threatening force. A force to be reckoned with, so to speak. Sweet. Eat this. I need to stop taking hits. We still have a whole who knows how much longer left in this dungeon, and I'm out here just like eating hits. This is not baby food. Stop. Stop. I've made a grave error. I thought I could maybe just like get him in here and like weed him out. Man. And that was a stake of America. I would have died to a third hit. I'm so glad I just like decided to win. The stake of Murica. Murphy's stake. That was terrifying. To me, at least. That was terrifying to me. Leave me alone. Stop owning me so hard. Okay, now here comes the Albinards. Snipe. Smack him. Oops, I missed. I'm glad they're just gonna sit there and let me shoot him to death. What a swell couple of guys, right? Oh yeah, if you haven't noticed, in this mod, your FP, which is like the blue bar, it just constantly passively regens. Which to me makes builds like this viable. Because without that, you really have to plan all your shots out and hope for the best. It's nice to have. That's what I'm saying. It's actually pretty cool. The Phantom Seventh Man. Don't you try it. Don't touch me. There it is. The Stake of America. We're at the boss. And I know it's gonna be a Bloodhound Knight. Why he's glowing like that? Not certain. Oh no. Aw, dang it. Captured. It's a shiny Bloodhound Knight. It captured me. Holy abalone. This time for sure. But also, howdy, Seihazin-san. Thank goodness. Okay, sweet. And then you say that your foot's bloody from walking too much. That sounds like, well, I want to say a skill issue, but that also just sounds terrible. But I'm glad you're still alive, I think. Is my mic on when I just sneeze? Tee. My fault if it was, but if not, cool. Okay. That dungeon. Plot twist, you like the pain? Well, then I'm happy for you. And not sad it happened. Are you serious? The Shaded Castle? I'm starting to think maybe this game scales with you because everything feels so strong. Like, at no point have I come across an enemy where I'm like, oh, finally, something I can actually, like, show off that I've gotten stronger as a character. It's like, nah, pretty much everything's just as strong as it was when I first started playing. I guess it's kind of funny. That's untrue. In all, at least like maybe in like super old ones, but like Elden Ring has that problem where like, you know, if you wanted to start in Caelid, it's gonna be super hard, but when you get to like Limgrave, it's gonna be super easy. You gotta remember I'm playing on a mod here, so I'm thinking they had to have added that, or they've just made everything super difficult so that no matter what level you are, it's always gonna be hard. They really should have had level scaling in Elden Ring, because you can really like just eclipse enemies and bosses, like unironically. Hey, stop walking, you two. I missed. You know, I think back to this one time where I was but a sapling, you know, rather young in my tree development life cycle, and I was in the car and like my sister was in the back seat, and I think was in the front seat with my dad, so I couldn't have been, I guess, that young. But we smelled something in the car, and I was like, what's that smell? And like, we kept thinking about it. We looked back, and my sister was just barehanded eating like some leftover Chinese food that was being taken home, and she was just like eating it. And then my dad thought it was the funniest thing ever. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if I had leftover Chinese food and my ugly kid just started like eating it without asking, I probably would just break their nose. Like straight up. I would punch them in the nose. I would stop the car, grab them by the neck, and just start hitting them until I didn't feel mad they were eating my food anymore. Because who told you you could have that? Why do you think you're so important that you can just do that? That you can just do what you want? You didn't do that. Do you think that I care about you more than a lunch? Because the answer is no. And you know, that's one of the reasons why I can never have kids. Of course, aside from the obvious reason, but like, just like if by some miracle I could give birth, you know, that would be one of my stopping reasons as to why I wouldn't. Well, anyway, back to the old grind. Now that my moment of terror is over, how about some fun? Oh yeah, this is perfect. Ah, I've been poisoned. You know what? I'm sorry for bothering you, giant flower. I will simply, you know what? I will simply go ahead and see myself out. It's okay. Hey, Mad Pumpkinhead. I'm getting old. Great, and something's on fire. I get to hear a siren. Can we stop? Okay, you know what? Enough messing around. I'm gonna die. Unless I do that. Be gone. Selin, are you still down here? Because I could use some reassurance. Oh, thank goodness.
Tarnished, are we? I am sorry you have. Oh, well, but one must. I was exiled as a reviler. You still wish? Very well, but I refuse to anticipate grievance.
Oh, okay, that's pretty worth it. A sacred tear? You sell some, and an enchanted, wow. Selin has a really good lineup of items.
Yeah, you are a tough soul to bring.
They made a Selin figure recently, if memory serves right. But of course, memory could be serving wrong. Cheesy. You're right. Just saying cheese in chat. Love to see it. Okay, well, Patches, we can go hang out with him. We can go and talk to Kenneth. And I can go fight Akil. I'm kind of scared to fight Akil. But I mean, we can go do it. What's the worst that'll happen, huh? I'll explode. Honestly, I'm in a pretty good point to get to all of that. Get away from me. Yeah, I guess this is going to be my new character that I play for fun on my own. Because that other character that I had is probably closer in like level and everything to those friends of mine I was playing with. Because we've done a lot. But then again, there's still a lot I haven't done. And I'm probably just going to be a higher level than them. And like, I guess that doesn't matter that much. Can I survive? Yeah. We're going to get invaded by that one guy though. Nephorus or something like that. Oh no, never mind. Neri Juice, that's his name. There he is. See, look, here he comes. Wii. Yeah, man, Wii. The Nintendo Wii. Stop. Yura, can you like hurry up, dude? You're way over there. Hey.
The end is nigh. To you. Just as well.
Thanks for nothing, Yuta. Bro showed up and says I did my part. I bet this is either going to be exactly the same or they've made Patches into a super boss. What you think? What you think? Patches Highwayman. So far it's exactly the same. Bro through poop. Some shroom? The Mario brothers are in this cave. The Guilty Hood. If Balls Lovers was still here, I'd make a Guilty Gear joke. But I know they've disappeared into the ether. That's okay. Guilty Gear Soraibu.
I surrender. White flag and all. Finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a lady of reason.
Yes, I am a lady of reason. To an extent. Within reason.
What do you have? I took you for a deaf and innocent water. I'm paid tarnished like only for men in exchange for honest fruit. So don't I'll be ready to. I'll be ready to.
You got it, Patches. I wonder what Patches sells. Oh, why don't we find out? I'm not gonna fall for his trick, though. This, I swear.
roll a bit and welcome where you won't need a...
And there's honestly nothing I care about. Maybe that.
Cheers for that.
See, if you open that chest, it teleports you to a bear. I'm not gonna deal with it. I didn't even realize I hadn't fought that boss yet. But yeah, just follow this to the end, it takes you there. Sorry, Ag Heal and Kennethite. And then we'll find Yuta in this cave right here. They've really made a lot of these dungeons a lot more dungeony, so to speak. Like, there's a lot of them where it's just you walk for a bit and then you're at the end. I mean, they still have these. Like, that Death Touch Catacomb is pretty much still just that, but they have a lot of these other ones where it feels like I'm actually, like, going through a dungeon. Imps. Sweet. Hey, why are you just standing there? Are you trying to get us killed? You almost stepped on the button. Okay, cool. There we go. Just had to make sure it still worked. Holy schmoly. Oh. Let's do this. It's just gonna be that Grave Warden Duelist, as the thing said. But you know, what if he's scary? Second phase. Where were you aiming? I think unlike most other attacks that are auto-aiming, that one I need to actually be like directing my input towards. Nope, it still just does it in like the direction you did at the beginning. Kinda lame, because that's really cool, but unless you stagger the enemy, or they're moving with you, I feel like you have a massive chance to lose. Don't try it. I want to see you. Ha! Knocked you out of the air. There we go, flashy final hit. That's the end of that album. I think this one's a piano one. I'm just gonna check and see if it is. If it is, I'm deleting it. Nothing against piano stuff, it's just I don't want to hear that right now. I don't really like Shion's piano works. No, I'll give that an actual listen to. Let's listen to this Electric Bamboo Beat album instead. I fear for our lives. We're going to Ag Heal next. Might as well heal before we fight Ag Heal. And I bet you're wondering, why aren't you playing F-Go? I was doing that all day today. And I got kind of bored, so I started playing this. And then I was like, oh, I should just stream. And here we are. If you were for some reason wondering the timeline of events and how it all came out to this. Hey, jellyfish. We'll see. It's a big deal because there's an event going on F-Go, and it's a box event, and you know, you're supposed to grind heavy for those. It's like you spend all year waiting for box events, then you play heavily. But I don't know. I've done my time. I've paid my dues. I sold my soul. Now tell me what's left for me when I've given up everything. As heard in that song from Vinland Saga. What's that up there? Well, Akil comes from this direction. But it almost looks like there's a dragon just like floating over there. Or is that just like a bunch of broken rubble that conveniently looks like that? Yeah, because you come right here, then Akil flies down. But what's that over there? Yeah, see, there he is. And kills all these guys. I'm such a dummy. Please stop. I'm hit. Psych. Nope, that was not a psych. I got hit. What the tall geese? Hey. I think I died. Okay, cool. We take those. We tank those, actually. Get owned, chump. Once I actually land a hit on you, it's over. That was a lot of damage. My timing was really off. I missed again. Flashy hit for the win. Just the remnants of a house. I believe this is the fake entrance. You go into this one, you open the chest, and it takes you to that dungeon in Caelid. Oh, okay, they've just completely replaced it with a syndicate. We'll go check that out. The other thing here is a weapon. And it's like in another like little stair set like that. But you have to jump on the walls. Like, there you go. I've already gotten it. Well, I guess let's go in the sending gate. I believe there's an item. Listen, dogs, I didn't want to hurt you. This is what I was trying to get. I thought it was a different item than that, but sure. This is where I was just at. Trying to get in here. Get off torrent, please. Dodge. Grab. Jump. Listen, I didn't want to hurt you guys. Did you see him just like float 400 feet into the air? I mean, he jumped, but still. The Altus Plateau? Huh. This truly was not where I expected to go, but ooh, jolly good show. I believe against this wall there's a dungeon. Believe is the key word, though. You know, I've never heard anyone say anything positive about regular show in space. You know how like the series ended and like it was like a big space adventure? Like, never heard anyone say anything positive about it. And I personally thought it was pretty not great. It should have just stayed slice of life, but like supernatural. Oh, I'm not doing this dungeon. I need that one torch to see invisible enemies. I'm not going to deal with that. I could, but I don't want to. So guess what? I'm not going to deal with that. Marker 2. I'd really want to eat a pie. But like, I don't know. I don't feel like I work out enough to warrant eating a pie. But also with that, I don't have that buying a pie. No, I do have the buy a pie money, honestly. It's just I feel like I don't need to eat any pie. I really need to start working out again. But I don't know. I've been stuck in a rut for like 2 years and haven't been able to start up. So I'm just instead gonna die. I'll just die, straight up. Can't find time to work out, I'll just die. That's whack. Oh yeah, well. You smell like eggs. I got him. It's not even like I don't want to, it's just I feel like I don't know. I just can't seem to balance it out with other things I'd rather do. Like, I'm usually like, I'd rather do this, so I do this instead. Then I think, dang, I was supposed to work out. And then it's like, oh well, I'll get them on the rebound, and then I just never do. That's the rut I've been stuck in. And I just feel like there's too many commitments that I feel like I need to uphold. And they're usually just video game based or like doing something like that. Oh, this is where I was trying to go. That's where Kenneth is. Have I really done everything else? Oh, except for that. Leave me alone. I'm just too much of a loser. It's not always cool to be cool, you know? Ah. Who's this? Nothing. Well, good thing for Kenneth, I've already done the hard part of his quest, which was killing that Blood Knight. Now we just gotta go and like exhaust his dialogue. Yeah, there he is. Have I gone to that church down here already? Yeah, I did this right here. Yeah, I've pretty much exhausted all the like fun stuff. Now I just need to go and do Stormvale Castle. Hey, Kenneth.
Well, that's all. Despite the don't touch, I want you to be mighty clear. Finally out with the guns. Go on.
Yay.
Right. What's that, Rover? Uneven, but which is why just you. Would you like? I see bright. Enter into waves. What say you? Very high. I should have waited. I see. Right. Watch.
Now we gotta go meet him at his fort. And then he'll be all like, I'm sorry I suck, guys. And then we'll be like, and then he'll give us, I think, half of... He gives you something. Isn't it half of the Dectus medallion? And then you blow up. I guess unless they remove the Dectus medallion. Actually, you get the Dectus medallion just from that treasure chest. But it's really not even needed since I've already been to the the Altus Plateau. Several times, actually. We walk in the castle. There's Kenneth's friends. Hi, friends of Kenneth. I'm going to ignore you. Kenneth, you need to teach your friends some manners. Kenneth, your friends are killing me. Kenneth, tap in! Tap in, Kenneth! Kenneth! Tap in!
You, is it? I saw indeed one must have true. That I haven't the great, but now for a true, and for a true.
No way, I just kind of came here and left. But I don't remember getting the Dectus medallion. So what is it that I get from this? Wait, don't tell me. I've already been up here, I bet. And I already got the item and it was something... Yeah, okay, I already got it. So who knows what it was then. Ouch. Okay, yeah, pretty much all that's left is to go to the coastal cave. And then, of course, actually doing the dungeon here. Oop, unplugged my controller again. Santa's coming tonight. Dude, I am so sick and tired of these fireworks. They gotta make like the 5th of July, and what they do is that we go and we hunt down anyone who lit fireworks and beat them senseless. There's a merchant, there's a merchant around these parts. I think he's over here. If not, I already passed him. Oh, they have changed this area. Okay. Oh, dang it. I don't care. Is this where the merchant is, or is this someone scary? Oh, see, it's just the guy having some lunch. Let's kill him. Well, actually, he was taking a nap, but let's kill him. Oh, speaking of getting killed, about that one day where I was streaming and I kept saying I need to go to bed or I'm going to be really tired tomorrow, I fell asleep twice while taking phone calls. It wasn't even like I was just, you know, like downtime at work. I was in the middle of taking a call and I fell asleep twice. It was pretty bad. But I done went and had happened to have told you that if I didn't go to bed, I was going to be tired at work. And guess what? I was tired at work. I'm here to ransack your city. For no reason other than I'm just a pretty lady with a big sword. Just like that one anime, Claymore. Bro, someone has like a cannon and they're firing it outside. That is not a firework sound. Move, move, move. Path of the Retainer, huh? Like a samurai? Can I just like walk across? Nope. Oh yeah, the guy's still right here. Why weren't the demi-humans attacking him? Is he just like their friend?
What do you need? Any
Nothing I really care about, but let's go. I have a real strong craving for mushrooms. My body is trying to tell me something, but I don't know what. Where, man, where's that cave? Even in the base game, I have a hard time finding this cave. I always walk right by it, and then I spend several minutes trying to find it, and then I die. Oh, it's right here. Oh, hey, Bach. You look beat up. Well, don't worry, Bach. You're you, but see, I'm me, so I'm cool. So I'll be just fine. See, look, just mowing them down. Didn't even need to use anything better, just poking them to death with my blowtorch, but not even a blowtorch, just my torch. Who's this again? Istvan. Bro is getting bullied. You wish to engage in hand-to-hand combat? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for bullying you so badly. Or maybe not. Oop. I need more poise. Sweet, okay. Let's see what they've done to the old Dragon Communion Church. Maybe they've added some content to it, because it's really just a cool looking place in base game, you know what I'm saying? Like, sure, you can use it to enhance draconic power, but you can do that a lot of places, which kind of takes away the spectacle of the island. When they scream, it reminds me of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but like the 1970 movie. Not the original one. That one's a good movie. It has like a dystopia ending. Where the heroes lose. Yeah, I mean, they've added a lot to this island. Look at these nice crystals. That guy's dead. We punished him for reading. I missed. Again with the whole like shotgun blast outside. Holy smokes. Swiss cheese and macaroni. Oh, the demi-human aisle is no longer the communion church. That's pretty cool. Whoa, okay. You are a DLC enemy. The old Yoda created character. No! Now I have to go back. Oh, I thought it would have sent me outside. I forgot there was a grace right here. Well, whatever. Let's do this. Can I get off the torrent? Thank you. There he is. How did you... I must have just stepped in here and didn't realize it. And you see that? I don't know what was different, but something clearly was. Oh wait, something was over here. I could have swore I saw text come up. The mountaintop of the giants? Man, they just send you everywhere in this. Well, I know where one grace is, but it's kind of far. I think I'm going to get to that grace and probably head out for the night. I'm getting really tired of hearing all these fireworks and just kind of want to go like lay down somewhere and pretend like I'm not hearing them. What is this? The land of the demi-humans? They sure have added a lot of these guys. There it is. Alrighty, this is as far as I'm gonna go for today. I thank you for coming through. You can't see it, but make a heart with my hands because you are the one I heart. Thank you. Triple time over. I'll see you later, alligators, and after a while, you crocodiles.